As we are all aware, there's a massive shortfall in the number of women who are entering the science, technology, engineering and maths industries, or STEM. There are many reasons that this could be, but the problem is there's a shortfall in the numbers taking it up, so we're going to lose out on having a different perspective of problems and having a different way of thinking. Men and women work differently, but together they can work together to solve better problems and to come up with better solutions and just make better ideas, new innovation, new problem solving. From the WISE, which is Women in Science and Engineering stats, they stated that in STEM careers, women only make up 13% of the workforce, which is minuscule. Within these careers, 27% are science, technology and engineering technicians, 15% of ICT professionals, and 5.5% of engineering professionals are female, which is small. It's ridiculous. You can see this in degree level, you can see this throughout the school. For example, in my degree, there's 25 girls out of 140 on a civil engineering degree, which is ridiculous. So the numbers of technicians have risen by 4.4% since 2008 to 2012, whereas engineering and ICT professionals have fallen. Engineers falling by 1.4% and ICT professionals falling by 0.6%, which doesn't make sense. There are all of these campaigns and there is so much media coverage about more women getting into engineering, inspiring young girls, which obviously is going to take time for these campaigns to get into motion, to start at the bottom, start back in primary schools, work their way through secondary schools, encouraging people still through sixth form, through university, through apprenticeships, through whichever route they take to get into the STEM industry. But there shouldn't be these falls, and there must be reasons for them. So there are increases in the numbers of women taking maths and sciences degrees, but these increases are overshadowed because there are still greater increases in the number of males getting these degrees. And the reason that you could say for all of this is that there are not as many female figureheads. There's not, that engineer, like the one engineer that everyone associates civil with is Brunel. Like, he did these bridges, and fair enough, that was in the past and there weren't many female figureheads, but in terms of science you could look to Marie Curie, like for her cancer research. There are more names spotted around than for engineering. In modern day, there are starting to be names that crop up, like there are big pushes for it. Like there's the IET Women of the Year awards, and there's a QEP Queen Elizabeth Prize, also for women, and there are big pushes like the Your Life campaign and all of this, but it just needs more support. It needs more support in schools. I know personally that I didn't find out about a lot of schemes from my teachers. I had one physics teacher who was great, and he told me about Head Start and the Engineering Development Trust, and from that I led on to my research and doing taste courses, doing extracurricular things. But there's a lot of girls and women who just don't know about it, and it's getting more people into schools to inspire young girls so the student STEMette programme is great, like STEM ambassadors, all of that. It's just getting more women to contact young girls. Even a man can be inspirational, but it's just someone that's approachable, someone that you can ask questions for. And for a girl, that might be better as a woman, because you can see that, there is someone in that industry, there is someone doing something that I might consider, and that's just what girls need. They need to see that there is someone else out there who's gone through it and who is doing well in their career and is enjoying it, because for some girls they just see as science and maths being too hard. It's always associated as the difficult subject, and you sometimes want to follow your friends, like, my friend's doing textiles, I'll just follow them. It's just breaking out of that enclosure, like being something different. And for that to happen, it does start with children, and I think there's still a problem in this stereotypical gender stereotypes that girls have dolls and boys have cars and Lego, and like in the past it was Meccano, and it's still And in the past, boys did woodwork and girls did home economics. And it's still that association. So girls are still choosing to do English literature and boys are still going for science and maths. There needs to be just more encouragement. And if girls don't want to be engineers or don't want to be scientists, they don't have to. It's just showing them that there are options, and that's all through taste courses, practical sessions, just getting more people out there, encouraging them and just showing them that there are possibilities and they shouldn't be limited just because of your gender. You should want to do something and you should have the encouragement to do that, and for that you need encouragement throughout your education and throughout your career, because it is STEM still remains to be a man's world at this present time, and women just need to support each other.